Hey guys, Game Dev Diary number 4. So today is May 1st of 2024, 6 a.m. Today's title is going to be, the title will be learn about Unreal interfaces and base classes. So, in my last Game Dev Diary number 3, I'm on a roll, been uploading daily. I usually upload when I make big changes or learn something big, which is every day, kind of. But I was about to say it's kind of like a vibe, because I don't know if I'm gonna be able to keep up making these videos. Nobody's watching them, but it's like I kind of hate I'm in my flow, getting shit done, working, and it's like, oh, I gotta make a video about what I just learned. I don't know. Is it worth it? I don't fucking know. I think it is because I talk about the problem that I'm facing, and I come to a conclusion. Well, it helps me to come to a conclusion. So let's talk about it. So in my last video, I was basically talking about, I solved this problem, and I don't know if it needed to be solved. Although I do. Basically, I was just trying to. I didn't like the fact. Okay, first. Here's the thing, when I solved this problem, it's did I solve a problem? I don't know. It's just something about, so before, I didn't have a base class. So this is a base menu user widget class, which is helpful. It is very helpful. For example, the click sound, before I had to manually put it in all of them classes, but now since main menu user widget class, I don't need to remove my camera right now, but since base menu user widget class is my base class for the menus, the UIs, and main menu and find server menu are both childs of base menu user widget class, I can easily just add the click sound to each of them. I mean, they already have it in them. All I gotta do is do the play click sound, right. Where the fuck is it? Where is it? CPP. It's here somewhere. Yeah, super play click sound, and it plays the fucking thing. It plays the function from the base menu class. So that was a good thing. But really, so I learned base classes, which I already knew, but I wasn't utilizing them. Kind of was in other games that was little prototypes. I knew the idea. You make an item class, and then from that item class, you can make a weapon class, and then the weapon can, can easily inherit functions and members from the item class. I mean, from the item class, which is kind of the base class, kind of. So I kind of knew that aspect, but I wasn't using it here, which I don't see why I wasn't. So now it's good. The second thing I learned was interfaces. So this is a big thing. So interfaces are kind of like fucking fire to a caveman. It's kind of like this covering fire, because there's a big problem when you're coding and when you're making a big game, or really not even a big game, but if it's not some small little prototype, one little feature thing. Interfaces basically allow you to how do I explain this? So basically, a lot of the times you have to cast to get references and to basically use other classes and basically use the code in other classes and call different functions. And basically that's kind of coupling, which is kind of bad. Also, it takes memory, which is not kind of the main reason why it's bad is because it kind of begins to hard to use other functions and other code, because all these functions are in classes, and you basically have to dig through all those classes to you have to cast through a class, and maybe I haven't cast into a class and cast into another class to get a function yet. But basically, when you have so let me show you an example, an easy one. There's really no point of me using an interface right now. There's no need to. Thankfully, I did learn how what the fuck an interface was. But let me show you a quick example. So, I have my base menu user widget. So, all these are user widgets except the interface. But here's my base class, base menu user widget. And my main menu user widget is a child of base menu user widget. And my find servers menu user widget is also a child of base menu user widget. So both of these classes, uFind servers and main menu, are child of base menu class. So in the base class, you can, put how you make a C++ class, inherent interface class. You go up to tools, you C++, and then you go down all the way down and I can't find it here in all classes. You have to go to the common classes and scroll all the way down, Unreal interface, and then you get your interface. How does it? Wait a second. Okay, so how does it know which one? Unreal interface. Okay, that's kind of, wait a second. Oh, I'm just a fucking idiot because in my head is it says menu interface. I was thinking okay, somehow I derived it from this class. No. I don't know. It just brain fart. Just ignore that. But basically, you name your interface, menu interface, and then you don't have to do anything up here. Just leave this alone, I think. But down here, this is where you add your functions in the public category, and basically you put this thing right here, menu interface. Not this. I think you just forget about this. But basically, all you care about is getting this and going to your base class, and putting a comma and then public menu interface, and basically add that interface, and also putting the header file of the internet interface file. So in your CPP file, you can get it up here. It's the first one. Yeah, I just get it this, boom. Basically add the interface file, header file in the header file of the base class. So once you have, this thing right here, and you put it in the header file, you're good. And all the other children basically derive those things. So you don't have to put this again in the child class. All these children of the base menu class get the interface automatically, and you don't have to put the header file. You don't have to do anything. And the cool thing is you don't even have to declare. You can override the functions. I think you make them virtual, so that means you can override them. If they're not virtual, you can't. I think so. Or maybe you don't even need to add. I don't fucking know. Maybe you do. Maybe you don't. Maybe you add virtual just to hey, this function is kind of meant to be overridden. Or I think you need to sometimes. I think if it's a blueprint, if it's a U function and you want to use it in blueprints, the internet interface function, then I think you have to make it virtual. I believe. I don't know. Look at the compile if it gives you any problems. It says, hey, this is, fuck around. I think I just put virtual just in case. But basically, so now since all these child classes from base menu user widget now derive interface functions, I have an interface function on back button clicked. So in my main menu user widget class, I can simply straight up just call the interface function on back button clicked, literally. And this is the interface function. I don't even have to put it here. You only have to put it here if you want to override it, and then you override it. But basically, this function right here is a interface function. Well, actually, right now it's since I overridden the interface function and the base class, it's it's inheriting from here. So it's fucking not doing this actually. Boom, if I put it here. So since I overridden the interface function in my base class, it actually won't run this code. So it won't run it because I override it. But let's say you didn't override the interface function in your base class. it'll basically, you know, run this code that's in the interface function. So boom, interface, iMenu interface, it will run this code. Now, it's, I mean, we can actually, I mean, I doubt it's going to compile because that fucked up some other things. Oh, it did compile. So if you look at the top right corner, you should see a yellow text. Never mind. Wait a second. On back button clicked. What didn't work? Maybe because Vilken nachwe. What's the problem here? What? Wait a second. Mic check, it's good. Fuck you. Let's give me some bullshit, man. It's because this like whole code is like messy right now because I was experimenting. It's because base member class is doing this bullshit. Now, here, let me see real quick. It should turn yellow. The text. There we go. So, okay, that's interesting. So before, okay, let me see one thing. So maybe you have to label them as view functions too in the interface. I don't know. Okay, so I'm gonna, by the way, if you ever get like this bullshit right here, like kind of like it kind of highlights it. It's kind of like in the middle keypad. Oops. So to like disable that, because sometimes you basically have to like click it like above the key arrows thingies. It's up here. It's like the INS bullshit. So it's above the delete button on those things. I don't know. Sometimes I press it and it gets activated. Fucking annoying. Okay, so I wanted to see if I have to make it a U function for it to run. So we saw the yellow text. We basically call the interface function whenever. Okay, so yeah, I don't know. I guess you don't have to make it a U function. I think it was just kind of fucking up. Okay, I guess you don't have to. So yeah, I literally just called an interface function from my main menu user widget, and I don't have to have any references. And this is very powerful. Now, can't really give you a good example right now, but you know, I can do the same for back button. If I click back button, oops. Here, let me show. It's already there. You know, boom, back. It's, you know, you see the yellow text. So basically, you don't need a cast to anything. Now, now the thing is like, how can you get data inside of these fucking things? It'll have to be general. I don't know. I don't really have a use case for it right now. Like I'm not using it anymore, but I know the idea of it. So yeah. So it was a very successful hunt. And I'm going to stick to this because I can't. So here was my problem. I was trying to do it in a different way. Like I didn't really like the idea of like using my main menu widget switcher as the way to, you know, get this valid, because I was doing just, you know, this. And that's how I was doing it. And how I did it like this, it doesn't work. I couldn't, you know, it didn't work. It didn't like run this command because, yeah. Now I guess it's because here is where I think the problem was. So before, if I just do this, if I just replace it this, because the thing is, how this works is basically what this is doing is saying, hey, I want to cast base, I want to see. So just give you some heads up, whoever is watching this, which is no one. So right now, this is the main menu user widget class. And the main menu user widget class, this is a widget blueprint, which is derived from main menu user widget class. I have a widget switcher here, and 0 is just a blank border. I put the rendering down to, render opacity 0 to like make it invisible, and visibility collapsed. So I can actually press, I don't know, that's how I do it, because when you use a widget switcher, you need to have an empty thing. So you can actually like switch back to like the original widget. But in one, I have a widget blueprint of find servers, which, find servers menu widget blueprint is derived from a C++ class of find servers, a menu user widget, which is also a base, which is derived from a base menu user widget class. So the reason why it wasn't working before is because if I just did, do my base menu user widget, cast base menu user widget, and just this, basically saying this class, it won't work because, my idea was like, okay, here, I'm going to show you. Am I just a fucking idiot? Get native class. I don't know really, because the thing is, here, I'll just try this out real quick and see. Okay, error, that's not gonna work. Yeah. What if we do get parent native? Is that gonna do anything? Get parent native class. Is this like the fuck? Yeah, whatever, fuck that. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. So this was my thought process of why didn't this work? Is because, so the widget switcher is a part of the main menu. So, and, is part of the main menu user widget class. The widget switcher is on the widget blueprint of main menu, which the main menu widget blueprint is derived from main menu user widget class. So my thought process was, okay, if base, because the thing is, I have to the delegate is on the base menu class, so I have to get access to the delegate on here from the base menu. So I have to cast base menu and check to see if main menu widget switcher is in fact base menu, base menu class. Now, since I think this is the only reason why it works is because this is basically just in charge of going back, so I can run this code right here. So the reason why this is the way you want to do it is because, yes, main menu widget switcher is in main menu class, but I'm assuming that, so we're in the class. My thought process is okay, so when I click find servers, it switches to the find servers menu. So this is the main menu widget blueprint. This is the blueprint attached to main menu class. Once I click find servers, it switches to find servers menu, which is a find servers class. So I guess we're no longer on the main menu widget class. but now we are on the find servers class. Even though, we can, switch, well, we can't switch back anymore. But I guess what happens is when the widget switcher, switches to another blueprint, it kind of like collapses the, the other fucking blueprints. So, when we switch to find servers, we go back, we're on main menu widget. Once we switch to find servers widget, we're no longer in the main menu widget class. It's like not active anymore. And even it says like a widget switcher is like a tab control, but without tabs. At most, one widget is visible at a time. So I guess when you switch to another widget in the widget switcher, all the other widgets are basically collapsed. So since when we go to the find servers widget, find servers is the active widget, and everything else is collapsed. So since I was trying to cast, so before I did, base menu, cast base menu user widget, cast it, boom, put the type, and then this, basically saying this class, which is main menu user widget. But since we're on find servers widget class, and we are no longer in the main menu class, which we put this, it basically said, hey, yeah, this is, this fucking class. But, and it returned true. But here's the thing, it's like, because now what we're doing here is I'm casting base widget, base widget, and I'm casting it to main menu widget switcher, which is inside the main menu, class. But we're getting the widget at index 1, which is a find server widget, which is basically a child of base menu, main menu. So it's like, why do I have to get find servers menu widget for this to work? Because like if I do just base, if I cast base menu user widget to main menu user widget class, it's like, that means like, okay, I've controlled the main widget switcher, can I just fucking switch back like dog? But it just doesn't work. I don't know, I'm just fucking dumb, I'm stupid, I guess. But hey, but maybe it's like, hey, since once we switch, we're on find servers, it's like, okay, since we're on find servers, we're going to cast our base menu to see if find servers is indeed base menu user widget, which it is, because we are on find servers, and we cast it initially to check, and this is like an initialize, so this is basically begin play. So basically we check to see, hey, is base menu find servers menu, is it, and which it is, because find servers menu user widget is derived child of base menu user widget, so it is a base menu user widget, kind of like an act, like a character is a pawn, so an actor, so we have an actor, and then a pawn is a child of actor, and character is a child of pawn, which is a child of actor. So character is indeed an actor because it's inherited. It's a child of pawn, which pawn is a child of actor. So since find servers is a child of base menu, it's in fact base menu type. Who the fuck knows? But so yeah, I thought, okay, maybe I just cast it to, I cast base menu to main menu, and then I can just, do this fucking thing, but I guess not. I guess because, we are on find servers, so if I cast base menu to main menu, sure, that's cool, but we are on find servers menu, so we can't really do shit with that. But it's like, because it's collapsed. I guess it's because since we're on find servers, main menu is collapsed, so it's not there. It's basically like, I think it's gone from memory. It's not even in memory. So I think that's the reason why, is because once we're on the find servers menu, main menu is collapsed because the widget switched to find servers, which made it visible, and main menu is now collapsed, and it's basically not in memory anymore. I believe if it was hidden, it would be in memory, but since it's collapsed, it's not in memory, so there's no instance of main menu. There's no instance in main menu. So since find servers is the only option there because it's the active one, we check, we cast base menu to find servers. Find servers is indeed base menu because it's a child of base menu, and then we can bind this delegate to this function, and basically whenever we click back, we basically I made a basically a callback. I made a delegate right here, put this delegate, and then this wasn't important, but basically you made the delegate, boom, and then you don't need to do it here. You can simply just since this is a base class, I made my delegate, boom, here's the delegate. I can just go to my find servers, call the delegate here, because it's just literally called the member variable, I think, and broadcast dot the delegate. So like on find servers delegate dot broadcast, boom. You don't even need to check because you can just use it like that, I believe. And it broadcasts, and then whenever you click the back button, it'll broadcast it. And when it gets broadcasted, we binded this delegate to return menu. So whenever we broadcast, this basically code says, hey, if this delegate's fired up, run this function because we bind it to it. So whenever the delegate gets called, we call this function in main menu, return to main menu. And it basically sets the widget back to 0. And we cast base menu. Whenever we switch to find servers, we are now in find servers menu. And main menu is collapsed, so it's not in memory, I believe. And that means, I don't know if you want to do it and initialize, because there's no point of initializing, but it doesn't really fucking matter, to be honest. Kind of, but it's like, you would want to like do this code when you like actually go to the find server. I don't fucking know. Well, I guess you would initialize it here in the find servers tab. Wait a second. What if we do that, actually? Okay, first let's check. Can we actually... God fucking damn it, 60... Where is it? Don't need that. What I want to see is, why do I need to initialize it here in main menu when I can just initialize it in find servers? Okay, so it's working. That's working. What if I just put this shit, which I don't need? I can just put this, my original way I wanted to do things. Oh. The reason why I wanted to do that there is because the function return to menu is there. So that's why I wanted to do it. Because the thing is, I'm pretty sure I can just do it here. No, so another thing. I try to do this where I, go to find servers menu. And in the find server, it's like, okay, it'll be pretty easy. I can just fucking, go to user created, and I can put, I can get a widget switcher in here. Got my widget switcher in the find servers menu. And then I can just simply have my widget switcher here. And just, basically call widget switcher and find servers to just go back to main menu, right? But wrong. It says it contains circular references because I guess it's because in main menu I put find service menu here. In the main menu widget blueprint, I have in the widget switcher I have find servers, and in the find servers menu I have widget blueprint here. But it's like, why? -1. Fuck that. So I tried doing that too. But whatever. So I'm pretty sure if, I could just do this, back but I can just, initialize it here. And I can just do, instead of like all this shit, like casting it. I wouldn't need a cast to widget switcher. I could just do this type shit. But since I want to cast it in the main menu user widget, because it has because the the fucking here's where the return to main menu. This is where because then I would have to access main menu widget switcher and the find server class. So then I'll have to get another delegate. So it's like there's no point of doing it. Just do it here. Yeah. So yeah, learn base classes, learn the interface a little bit, and gonna basically redo everything because it's like a backup. I'm gonna kind of not basically gonna delete everything, clean it up, make this my new main category. Because because the thing is, the way I do stuff is like whenever I want to try something new, I make a clone. How you can make a clone is you can go to Epic Games, the launcher Epic Games. And then you can go to library, actually Unreal library, and then you can right click on anything and you can clone, boom, clone. And then now make sure when you clone, who the fuck is gonna be even watching this, Nikita? Make sure when you clone, because you can't really rename it. The only thing you can do is rename the folder. Where the fuck is it? So if you want to rename something, clone. Don't change the name of the project. Change the name of the folder, because if you change the name of the project, it will fuck up everything. It even tells you, hey, may contain cone, and if you use C++, we'll rename the project for you, but you might need to do extra work to get it compiling. So to make it work, keep the same name, but just change the folder name. Once you do that, then what you would have to do with the fresh thing is what I do is I basically clean solution. You also want to do basically, sometimes you want to go to the surround prototype or whatever your name is, or whatever the game project name. For me, it's surround prototype, and you want to set as startup project. Then you want to go to build, clean solution, rebuild solution, and then Control F5 to run the, compile and launch Unreal, the Unreal project. Also, when you clone, don't delete the the intermediate, the binaries, the saved. Keep those files still in there. So yeah, do that. Don't delete those files. And clean solution, rebuild solution. Set a startup project. You get the point. Nobody's gonna fucking even watch this shit. So yeah, whoever wants. Maybe someone watches this and finds it useful. Because it's pretty useful to like experiment with your same game, with your exact same game. But if you can make your code messy, you can experiment, you can like fuck up your project, but then you can like go back to your original project and start off where you left off with organized code, but with new learnings and new experience. To basically you make a test folder to prototype on, see what works, and then you go to your original folder, original project, and add the make it organized and actually add the new shit that you wanted to add, but now you know what you're doing and you're not like going around messing shit up. So yeah, successful day. I'm gonna move on, and gonna get back to my original spot where I was with the new additions, the interface and the base class, and we'll go from there. Yeah. Bada bing, bada boom. Spent 3-4 days on this shit, but it was worth it. That's how it goes, Takes me a while, a little slow. But yeah. Thank you for watching, whoever watches, and take care. Bye bye.